No one's saying Alpha Tenkai. I don't think anyone's saying that like white people can't learn how to make something and like make a business out of it. But it is like, why would you why would you do that instead of going to someone with a person of color and being like, hey, I want to open a business with you? Or that, or you could do that. I'm chilling. I'm still waving my magnet around. Okay. Can you see it? Oh, I mean, it might be the lighting, Ash. Opening a business with someone is a huge can of worms. But I understand the sentiment, though. I mean, yeah, it's like, it might be the lighting. Oh, did I just touch? Just touched. I don't know. This is supposed to be this is a chill stream, right? Everyone's still. I mean, like, it's also Ariella's like, I feel honestly, this is me too. It's not that I care 0%, but I don't have the capacity to care about everything to the level of an investigative reporter all the time. I just can't. I mean, that's also fair. This is a gorgeous color. Thanks, Ash. One of my nails is crooked, but that's okay. Um, it's like if you know, then like I make a conscious decision of like if I'm going to go get sushi or if I'm going to go get ramen and stuff. Like I want to know like is the chef like of that same culture or are they some of the same ethnicity? I think it's better. You can see it better this way. I'm not going to go start a sushi business with all white people though too. Yeah, I mean that's the point. I think that's just the main point of like I am more likely to trust like a taco place that's owned by like someone who is ethnic than someone who's white. Honestly, the fact that someone would pick a business or product slowly based off of the minority bothers me. That feels like pandering to me. If you don't think about the product the most, but instead you're just buying off of race, I don't know, that feels weird. Sushi is appropriated by all other Asian groups. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's so capitalistic. I hate that. That's so capitalistic. That's like dog eat dog. That's like, oh, you broke your leg? That's too bad. Can't work. Figure it out. If they got kids in the basement making coffee, I'm gonna go elsewhere. If the restaurant doesn't have little kids eat like playing iPads or studying in the corner, then like, is it a really good Asian restaurant? Because that's what I grew up with. Is that like I grew up with going to Asian restaurants where like the mom and the dad are like running the restaurant, the kids are in the back doing their homework or studying. Because even if the chef at a place to eat is one race, doesn't mean the founders or the person who came up with the recipe is the same. That is true. But if it's like just a regular restaurant, bro, there's a Vietnamese restaurant I used to go to all the time, and the kids were legit working the cash register. But I gotta say, their food was top notch. But if the kids are just family, they're earning their keep. Ariel is talking about like child labor. No, there's no such thing as child labor. It's just the there's a restaurant, there's a burger place nearby. Oh, okay, I need to put the top coat on. So there's a burger place nearby called Meteor Burgers, and it's like owned by this like sweet white family, and I think it's just been in their family for years. I think their grandfather started it, but like I'm pretty sure the daughters there are like 12, and like they take the orders and run the cash register while mom and dad are cooking and serving and running the business. And I'm like, "Oh, well that's cute." And she's just like it's a 12-year-old girl, and she's just like, "What do you want for your burger?" And she like knows how to work the register and the payment system. I guess it's called a POS. They call it POS, and like every time I hear POS, I think piece of shit, but it's not. It's about supporting the marginalized communities because there's no equity or equality in this country, and that's why we should be supporting businesses run by people of color or women. Asians don't call it child labor, it's just labor. Yeah, I was gonna say, I've had sushi made by a Japanese chef very few times. Yeah, that's fair. There was like a restaurant I went to in California that the chefs were all Korean, and I was like, oh, okay. But they also spoke Japanese, so I was like, I'm confusion. But it's not to say that like a blonde girl could be a great sushi chef. Uh, I'm Asian and I grew up in the business. I'll use this place in LA as an example. Kuyo